1974 Rickman Montessa 250, 2020. This was a frame-off restoration, done completely in-house.
It's a classic Rickman Montessa. I don't know if I've told you guys before, but my brother had the 72 version of this with the Zundat motor, which was a little brother, the less expensive engine. Not nearly as good as this is a much rarer piece, but his had the same bodywork. And when we were kids, he used to launch that thing off of jumps. And like most classic motocross bikes, they got destroyed and were left for dead in sheds and barns, and most of them are gone. They didn't make many of these to begin with because this was a very expensive motorcycle for its day. A complete custom hand-built motorcycle. Went through a full frame-off restoration, and it's about to become very famous. The full frame-off restoration was documented, stripped right down to the frame, and every nut and bolt on the bike was polished, plated, repainted, or cleaned or replaced, and it is a full frame-up restoration. The engine was rebuilt, clutch was rebuilt. The paint job was done by Mill Street Auto, world-class paint job on the original Rickman bodywork. The seat was recovered by Brian's Upholstery locally. It's got new tires, new tubes, new chain. It has the original kickstand, original bodywork, number plates, front and rear fender. It's got a brand new number plate on the front. Original style bars, levers. It has the Wassel grips, period correct. And we logged a total of 118 hours, which we charged $90 an hour. If you bought a bike in and said, hey, I want to frame off on this vintage Rickman, you'd be looking at a $10,000 work order. We generally don't do work for the public just because I don't think they understand how much time and effort it takes to do something like this. And when you have as much overhead as we do, you can't do it for free. So the work order on this bike came with parts and labor. It came to over $12,000 for a frame-off restoration. So it's not going to be cheap, but it's worth it. It's an extremely rare, limited edition Rickman Montessa. I don't have the exact production numbers, but I know they didn't make many of these, and not a lot of them survived, and even fewer were restored. So If you have any questions about the bike, give us a call, 860-454-7024. We can ship this to the UK for about $750. Anywhere in the continental US for somewhere in the area of $500. Call for an exact quote. Bike runs great. Definitely pulls harder than the CZ that I just got done riding. It's the Montessa engine. They use these for hill climbers, flat trackers, enduro bikes, motocross bikes. High quality engine. Nice detailing on the engine cases with the Montessa M. It's got the original exhaust pipe. The cylinder fins are in excellent condition, as is the head. There's no damage to the fins. The frame is in excellent shape. I always recommend checking the frame rails out on this on a vintage bike. If you can get a picture at the bottom of the motor, there's not a single ding on the frame rail. This is not a restored frame. This is original Rickman frame with the original nickel plating, which isn't perfect. It has some patina on it, but they're only original once, right? So it's original nickel plating. The original aluminum engine cases are in excellent condition. The sprockets are like new. It has the original ammo carburetor on there. It's got a new air filter. All the fluids have been replaced on the bike, and it's running VP 110 mixed at 32-1. Has original shocks on it. It's about as close to original you can get, minus the paint job, which is not the original paint job. Everything's been replaced with NOS or a good condition replacement components. The original beater forks, BETOR performance forks, are in good shape, as is the chrome plating on the forks is excellent condition.
Add something. This was an extremely low hour bike when we started, and a lot of what you see is actually original componentry: the foot pegs, the shifter, even the rear brake, and of course the wheel set and all the brake assemblies, the front end. The shocks are original but professionally reconditioned by us here at the New England Motorcycle Museum.
That's all true. The bike is we got an H1 Kawasaki 500 starting up in the background. You can hear that triple two-stroke. Just an extremely rare. I haven't seen another Montessa Rickman Matisse in decades at any of the AHMR events we go to. I don't think there was many actually made. I'd like to get if anybody can chime in with the production numbers on this bike, we'd like to know. I believe one of the two Rickman brothers has passed away. The other one's still alive. And our lead technician who worked on this, Billy Blythe, actually had a relationship. He knew the Rickman brothers, and they talk about that in the show. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. If you have any questions, call us. Thanks for watching. God bless America, and long live the Queen.